Hey, what's going on? I'm about to do a live unboxing right now. So let me see, make sure everything's working here in the stream, and it looks like it is. I'm gonna wait for a few people to pop into the chat. Pop out chat right here. There we go. All right. Just type in, hello everyone. Boom. All right. How are we looking here? Looking pretty good? Oop. All right. All right. Cool, cool. Everything looking good over here? Can you guys see? What's up, Brian? How you doing? I'm on a temp PC. Not sure what that means. Temporary PC? You like visiting somebody? How's my audio? My audio good? You guys can hear me okay? Sounds good? All right. Hey, the latency on this is pretty good because when I asked you, you responded pretty quick. Your PC died. Main PC. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So just make sure everything is working here. Cool. Sounds good. All right. So let's see. What should I do? I should start probably with this one. I got sent these speakers from this company, Berserk Audio. Now, these are 6.5 inch. What are these? 6.5 inch woofers / mid range. I'm assuming, and those look like 1 inch tweeters. I don't know anything about these actually, and it's because they sent it to me just to do this unboxing, and I told them, you know what, I don't know that I necessarily need these speakers right now, although I'm pretty sure I can find a use for them. The speakers in my M3, I wouldn't touch those just because it's too hard to work on that car. But yes, but hold on a second. But my van actually takes 6x9s, so I'm pretty sure with an adapter I can use these 6.5s. I'm not sure 100%, but I'm wondering if I can. You're correct. These are separates, which means that the woofer and the tweeter are separate, and it actually has a built-in passive crossover, so that's nice. Now, I remember when I used to be really into car audio, it was a big deal to have separates, to have the tweeters separate from the mid-range, just because, if you imagine where the speakers are in your car, typically they're like down by your legs, right? And so the thought was, if you can get the tweeter up closer to your ears, then you could get some better imaging. So it's funny that a lot of cars nowadays, they have that already built in. Like, you'll look at your door and you'll see the tweeters right there on both sides. So yeah, I'm not sure if that's necessarily a thing anymore. I'm not sure. I mean, another school of thought actually is that it's better to have everything concentric, right? Because they're time aligned. If the tweeter's in the middle, some people would argue that that's actually better. Your VW is like that? Okay. What do you have, Brian? You have like a GTI? CC? Trying to guess here. All right, let me know. Yeah. I'm going to open these up and then we'll see what's going on with these. Hopefully I'll be able to use these in my van eventually, because there's a lot of cool products coming out. There's a new, GTI. See, I know you. I already know. You like the cool stuff. Not an I know that you're not going to just roll with a ordinary car. You have to get the special one, the GTI. Got you. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to use these in the van because they have a new DSP out from Dayton Audio, and I'm excited to see how that works. So DSP going to a 4-channel amp. I have a little sub. John Harvey. Oh, what's up, John Harvey? Another GTI person right there. What's up, John Harvey? John Harvey, he's the one who got me into like a lot of the phone stuff. You know, when I first got my Pixel 2, he had a Pixel 2, but now he's he's kind of a trader now, John Harvey. He moved over to that Galaxy S9 life. But yeah, he has awesome phone videos, and he showed me about the different lenses that you could get for this, specifically the Sarui lens. So thank you for that. I'm always playing with you. You know how it goes with the phone stuff. Whatever you like. And now, yeah, hop over to his channel once in a while and take a look. He's got a new Micro Four Thirds camera. Gonna be putting out some dope videos, but I keep trying to tell him that he needs to up his audio game. You know what I mean? John Harvey, you need to up your audio game. Get yourself a nice XLR mic to match that crispy video that you got going on. All right, so yeah, let's see what's in here. Let's just pop this open. I told him I'm not going to be able to do a video on this just because these are probably not going to fit in my car without any modification. But hey, they said it doesn't matter. They just want me to open it, so here it is. I'm going to open them. So let's read the box. Berserk Audio ODR-65, 6.5 inch, 120 watts peak power, two-way component speaker, 4 ohm impedance, which is normal for a car speaker, 60 watts RMS. All right. Excellent transmission effect. All right. Excellent sound quality. Excellent frequency response. All right. What else? I like to read the box once in a while. What else here? Okay. Technical data. Here we go. What's up? What's up? Are we lagging? No. I hope you're not lagging. Okay, boxes though. It's closed again, Brian. I'm reading more stuff. Technical data. I've already read all that. Yes, I was correct. 1-inch silk dome tweeter. Sensitivity is 90 dB. And frequency response is 60 hertz to 23,000 hertz. And the crossover is 12 decibels per octave. So 12 decibels, that is a... let's see. What am I trying to say, Brian? You always have my back. 12 dB. So 6 dB is the most basic crossover you can have. That's just like a capacitor or an inductor if it's going to be low pass. And then when you're using a capacitor and an inductor, what is that called? I'm like, you ever have when the teacher forgets what the answer is? And so they ask the class, hoping that somebody knows the answer. That's me right now. So when you're using both, that is called what type of crossover? You're not up on crossovers? All right. It's all right. All right, here it goes. All right, sticker. Berserk Audio. Go Berserk. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ancient Norse concept, ODR, roughly translates to divine inspiration. Look at this marketing. Getting you hyped up, right? Getting you hyped up. These are not active. It's just a passive crossover. So, all right. ODR is a force that causes people to create or perform arts, to pronounce a prophecy, to enter an ecstatic trance. ODR is a power that overwhelms and infuses one's being to its core. Welcome to ODR. I'm hyped up! All right. All right, so this is how to fit the tweeter. All right, cool. I'll read that later. What is in here? So here we go. It looks like we have 2 of the tweeters. There we go. Let's open one of these up. There it is. Oh, it looks decent. Feels pretty weighty. And it has the wire attached here. All right, so we have 2 of these. So that would fit into the door. What is this here? I am not sure what this one is. So it has some screws in here too. Okay. What is this? I'm kind of curious. Lots of words, how they sound. I have no idea how they sound. I'm not gonna know for a while. Okay, so these are different. Okay, I get it. So one is for surface mounting, right? And as you can tell, this is a little different here. You can't tell. Yeah, it's angled slightly. So if this was mounted flush, then yeah, the tweeter would still be facing straight. And this is a different mount. And this one's if you want to, one is for flush mount and the other one is for surface mount. Okay. All right, cool. Let's take a look at these crossovers. They have on their website, Berserk Audio, they have a picture of these crossovers opened up. Nothing fancy, but it's cool. I remember when I used to be in the car audio, I used to have, which ones did I have? I had some MB Quartz were dope at the time. You guys remember MB Quartz? Those are to pivot the tweeters in the door. You know what? I don't know. I guess you can pivot these, huh? Just by turning this here. I don't know. I don't know that you can pivot these. They don't swivel. These don't swivel. Pivot the tweeters. They look awesome. They do look pretty cool, right? Yeah, my MB Quartz had these too. So the input here, and then you have two wires going to the woofer, another to the tweeter, so that the tweeters don't get any mid-range or bass. That way you can turn it up louder. Cool. So that's those. Put these aside for a second. I'm still curious what it's called when you have a crossover network with a steeper slope. I used to know that. Anybody know what that is? What that terminology is? Come on, all you audio guys out there. All right, here's the woofer. Ooh, and it comes with a grill. These are pretty cool. Put that aside. The other woofer is going to be exactly the same, so we don't need to look at that. Let's just take a look at this one. High pass and low pass filter, yes. But what is it called when it's a 6 dB slope, as well as what is it called when it's a 12 dB, 18, 24? The steeper the slope, there's a different name for the type of crossover. Anyway, so here's the woofer. Feels like it's made out of polypropylene. It has this little cut that says Berserk Audio. That's kind of odd. Usually, when you see a cone, it's perfectly flat the whole way around. I have seen that on a few speakers, the kickers, I think. Yeah, this looks like a rubber surround here. On the back, what is that? Stamped steel. And there's the magnet. And so, typically what you want to look for in a speaker is a magnet, like a big magnet. Usually means that it's a higher quality speaker. Usually, not always. But in the case of these, you don't actually want a huge magnet, because sometimes that's going to limit where you can place these. So it might not fit in certain cars. Right? So I'm assuming they went with something that's going to fit in most vehicles, and that is smart. It also seems to have a kind of a rubber around here to keep it from hitting the door or whatever else is inside of your door panel. What else? What else is there to say about these? There's your plus and minus terminals. They're not the push kind, but this is pretty standard. And it also has a grill. These aren't bad looking, actually. Boom. So, yeah. There you have it. Passband. Actually, you guys are going to make... No, this is what it is. I think, yeah, the rubber keeps the cage from vibrating. I'm assuming, yeah, the rubber is probably just so it doesn't touch anything. Or it could also be because there might be some metal shaving, stuff like that. Maybe they don't want that to come in contact with the magnet. This does look to be a vented pole piece also. I don't know if you can see that, but it has a little hole in there. Let me see if I can see all the way through, though. Yeah, it looks like a vented pole piece. Okay. So there you go. Berserk Audio. I guess they're a pretty new company. So yeah. Cool. Thank you guys for sending this to me. I'm definitely going to check these out. If I do get a chance, I'm going to maybe throw them into a speaker box where these will fit. And by the way, the answer to the crossover question was just first order, second order, third order, fourth order. You guys knew that, right? That's what you guys meant, right? All right, so there's that. Let's move on to something else here. Thank you, Berserk. When I do hook these up finally, I will give an update, see how they sound. So thank you. Cool. What else is here? All right. So here we go. This is the SMSL AD18 amplifier. Now, this is one that I recommend to one of my Patreon supporters. I don't even know what to call it. It's Patreon supporters, okay? And he was cool enough to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to order that amplifier, but you haven't reviewed it yet. So instead of having it shipped to me, I'm going to have it shipped to you. You review it and then ship it to me. I'm like, you know, that's pretty cool. So that's what we're doing here. We're going to do the unboxing. So the SMSL AD18 digital amplifier, AD series. I think this is maybe one of SMSL's more expensive amplifiers, but for good reason. I think it does a lot of cool stuff. So let's take a look. All right, there it is. AD18. Boring stuff first. Power cable. All right, there you go. Power brick, pretty hefty. Let's see what the specs are. 24 volts, 5 amps. 24 volts, 5 amps. So if it's, let's say it's 100% efficient, which it isn't, that is what? What's 24 times 5? That's how many watts. If it were 100% efficient, which no amplifier is. The Bluetooth antenna. Balker, yes, that is awesome of him to do that. All right, Bluetooth antenna. What else we got here? This is the remote. I'm gonna try to keep everything nice so he can unbox it himself too. So there's the remote, and it takes AAA batteries. 120 watts. Thank you, Brian. 120 watts. That is the theoretical maximum. Kind of curious to see what they say it is. So here's the remote: power, mute, up, down, left, right, center button to select, and then I believe B and C don't do anything, if I remember correctly when I read up on this. Let's see what the theoretical max is on this SMSL AD18. They claim they are claiming that it does 80 watts times 2. That is definitely a peak number. It can't sustain that, right? So 80 watts times 2, that's 160 watts. I don't think it can do 160 watts consistently with the power coming out of the power brick only being 120, right? That doesn't make sense. Yeah. All right. Class D chips are way better than they were. Yeah, I would agree with that. Bacher also says, so these can power speakers too. Yes, they can. Brian says 80 watts at 2 ohms. Yeah, 2 ohms maybe. Yeah, 80 watts at 2, yeah. You know, we have to also keep in mind that these do have capacitors, right? Which means that they can store energy for quick bursts. So I'm just trying to see on Amazon. It says 80 watts times 2, but it doesn't say at what ohms. Output consumption is 50 watts. Usually I think that these guys are exaggerate their claims a little bit, but let's just say, 80 watts. We'll see. even if at 50 watts a channel, that's not bad, right? 50 watts a channel used to have to have like a big receiver. I think my first receiver was 50 watts a channel, and that thing is huge. So here it is. All right. I have a story about SMSL. Not a great story either, but I talk about it on my podcast, which is exclusive to my Patreon supporters. But yeah. So this is it. So this is not only an amplifier, this is also a DAC. So you can plug this in via USB, and this will take the place of, let's say, an inexpensive sound card that you may have. So let me see here. Left, right. What is SW? SW is typically subwoofer. Does this have a sub out? Maybe. Auxiliary input, USB, I already said. Optical, so that's cool because you can connect that to your TV. Or coax / optical 1. And there's your power. Does this have a sub out? It has a sub out. What? 80 watts, but clean wattage is about 50. Yeah, topping makes some nice Class D amps also. NFC? What? What does this thing do? It has. Why does it say NFC right there? Anybody know? You sent it back. You didn't like the sound of your topping? Sneaky snake. What's up? I bought a cheaper amp from Parts Express and hated the channel imbalance on the amp. Got it. Yeah, I'm wondering what this NFC is for. That's kind of weird. NFC. Level 9. Okay, speaker. Operation. Trying to see if we have some more. Alright, so it says here that the 80 watts per channel is rated at 4 ohms. So that's cool. NFC. What is the NFC for? Anybody know? Bluetooth. So this does have Bluetooth. Okay. Different presets. Sampling rate. What's the max sampling rate on here? 44.1 at 96 kilohertz. Over optical, it's 44.1 and 192 kilohertz. The amp you returned was Dayton Audio amp? Oh, okay. So you have the topping now, you return the Dayton one. Got it. Which Dayton Audio one? I have 2 Dayton Audio ones that seem okay to me. I have the DTA 2.1 BT, and I have the Dayton Audio 120, something like that. Yeah. I have 2 other SMSL amps too. I've had the SMSL SA36 and the SA50. I like those. I wonder. Okay, so I wonder if it's possible. So, okay, let me see. Wonder if it's possible to use this as a means to hook up powered monitors without a sub out to a subwoofer. Yeah. I'm gonna see right now. Yeah, you know what? I'm wondering if this I don't know what this NFC is. I'm gonna have to look this up. NFC. Customized Bluetooth module. Easy connect with Bluetooth by NFC. Okay. So like, why would NFC be easier? I mean, Bluetooth's pretty easy to set up. I'm not sure about this. Let me see in the reviews. NFC. Nobody mentions it in the Amazon reviews. So probably doesn't get used very much. Okay, so you had the 120 and you had channel imbalance. All right, I'm going to have to check mine out and see if I notice that too. Let's see if this has sub out. That's another thing. And then I'll probably connect this right now and see. Sub. Something I was confused about. I'm reading a review here. So something I was confused about initially and something that came up in the comments is how this has a sub out. I've attached a screenshot of the manual that shows how a sub out is achieved using coax port on the back of the amplifier. Okay, so yeah, sub out using a coax to RCAs. Oh, cool. So just a simple 3.5 to RCA adapter will give you sub out on this. This thing's pretty awesome. I think that checks all the boxes for me. You know, I've been hold on. Samsung share. I use it all the time. You do use it. All right. So gaming tech and collectibles. You said that your Samsung has it. I'm assuming you're talking about the NFC, and you use it all the time. For what? What do you use it for? Let me know. Okay. So as you know from watching my channel, I've reviewed some powered speakers, and I'm always trying to convert people from a soundbar to the next level, which I believe are a pair of, bookshelf speakers, right? And so, yeah, I've reviewed the AI40s. Only problem was that they were Bluetooth, they had RCA, but they didn't have an optical in, which, will give you a cleaner signal if your TV supports that. What else? I have reviewed the Kanto U4s and U6s, and they did have optical. They had a remote. Only problem was they're a little bit expensive for most people. So I was wondering if there was an amp out there that could kind of do it all, where you can connect, let's say, $129 pair of Pioneer BS22 LRs and use those as your TV speakers. And I think this is the amp that can do it because it has all the connections, subwoofer out if you wanted to add a subwoofer in the future, and a decent amount of power. Let's say it is 50 watts per channel. That's good. Obviously, it supports 4 ohms, no problem. So if you're using some speakers with that require higher current, this seems to be able to do it. And it looks pretty cool. It's tiny. I don't know if you guys can see how small this thing is. All right. I'll put this aside. I'm going to connect that in a second. All right. So, Mr. Miller, you're the one who sent this to me from Patreon. I hope you don't mind me undoing these wires here, but I'm going to need to do so in order for this to reach. Where's the plug here? Okay, 1 second. You use it all the time to share data. Why would I need to share data to an amplifier though? It says it's to set up the Bluetooth. I guess I should try it, right? I should try it before I start talking trash about it. 1 second. Connect these up to this right here. All right. Real Marianos, hi. How's it going? Pop this shot. Pop out chat. Boom. Okay. Sorry, I'm just doing a few things here. Seeing who's in here. What's up, everybody? The baby say hi, gotta go. Okay. What's up, Henry? How you doing? All right. Okay. So let's plug this in. It's a little bit dark. Let me turn this up a little bit. This way. That's better, right? And there we go. So does this not come with batteries? Doesn't come with batteries. Okay. 1 second here. Let me get this name right. Alright, so yeah. Sage of Dark, what's up? What's up? Yeah, Mr. Miller. Make sure you get some AAA batteries, so that when you get this, you can put some batteries into this remote. All right, so there's that. Plug that in. Oh, cool. That's a color LED screen. Volume. Let's see. Volume from 0. Ooh, this is kind of satisfying. To 60. Oh, how come you guys didn't go to 100? All right, so 0 to 60. Fine. What happens when I turn this off? So it's at 31 right now. Turn it off. Turn it back on. Let's see what it gets. SMSL. Stays at 31. That's what you want. That's cool. I like this thing. Even though SMSL, you guys did upset me. I hope you guys are watching this. Listen to my podcast if you want to know. Alright, open the remote, see if they're in there. They are not in here. 0 to 60 and 4.3 decibels. What does that mean? They are not in there, no. These are cool. I think I'm gonna hook them up. All right, so .3 decibels. Got it. Got it. Is that what your car does? 4.3? Because if it is, that's pretty quick. Mine's supposed to be under 4 seconds, but I doubt I could do it. All right. All right. So let's see what happens when I plug this in right now. So output, internal speaker, SMSL AD18 amp. Yes. Hopefully that didn't mess up anything. My audio is still working. I just switched the audio to the SMSL. Let me know if you can still hear me. Let me see. Can you still hear me? D-Grizz. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. You said that you have one of these, and it's a good alternative to one of those stupid sound bars. That and some bookshelves. What's so stupid about sound bars? I'm not hating on sound bars. I think they're better than the TV speakers. That's for sure. All right, cool. You can still hear me. I'm gonna hook up some speakers to this. Why not, right? You hate sound bars because they sound awful. All right. They're still better than TV speakers, I gotta say. And I bet you I could get some cheapo speakers that sound pretty bad too. Yeah, bars are better than nothing. I guess when they stop there, then that's when there's a problem. When they think that is the max, that's the problem, right? Because you get so much more just by getting two separate speakers. I think that's what you're trying to say. And I agree with you. Hook up the UB5s if you didn't give them to your barber. I didn't get the UB5s are mine. The barber, my barber is getting the debut 2.0 B5s. UB5s are mine. And that's going to be a good test because the UB5s are supposed to be hard to drive, right? So let me see if I can play those loud. I have them. Oh, shoot. They're connected. These things are huge. All right, so I'll connect this up. Cables. All right. You guys talk to each other while I set up this these cables here. You guys pretty much know each other by now, right? We have the same group. We have a few new people that I haven't seen before, but you know, we always have Brian in here. Gaming Tech and Collectibles is always in here. Henry, if you're still in here, I don't know if you took off. But yeah, you guys are always in here, so say what's up. UB5s need 40 to 140 watts per channel. Per Charles. Oh, per Charles at ELAC. Okay. Well, if this is going to put out 50, then we're within the range. Lower end of the range. Bluetooth audio. Yep. Henry's up in here. All right, so you guys talk while I hook these up. Left channel. Boom. Okay. I'm going to do my best to clip this microphone right here by blasting these. Records are falling. All right. This actually reaches here. Expert Joey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? 40 minutes. What's 40 minutes? Bam, bam. All right. I'm going to put this speaker back here. Okay. So I have the ELACs connected. Let me just catch up to the chat here. Expert Joey, how's it going? What's up? Sage of the Dark. That's the build I wanted to do until I bought the Wharfdale 10.7. You know what? I've always been curious of the Wharfdales. They look so cool. I haven't heard them. I am curious to hear them. Gaming Tech says, who wants to go visit Joe? Yeah, you guys come and visit me. I'm here till late. You guys come visit. 40 minimum. Okay, yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, Brian. So, yes, not 40 minutes, 40 minimum. Yes. Okay, so let's see what happens if I play some music here. Hopefully it doesn't make it too choppy, because I'm going to play some music from YouTube. That is no copyright. NCS. Hey, John Harvey just posted a new video 19 minutes ago. I'm gonna have to check that out. Alright, so no copyright sounds. So this is not typically the music I listen to, but at least I won't get in trouble for listening to it. Choppy. Yeah, it's choppy because I'm streaming. Internet is not very good over here. Let me pause that. Pause that for a second. All right. Let me just let that buffer for a little bit. But so far I'm at 23%, 24%. And it sounds okay. 96 kilohertz. Thanks for the shout out. Yes. They look badass. They're in your face and can piss off your neighbors if you push them. You have any hires? Any hires? Do you have any hires local music? Don't know what that means. How can I send you the M200 MK3 plus Bluetooth bookshelf speakers to unbox for next month? Next month, I assume. How can you send them to me? I'll put an address. You can send them. What is the M200s again? I think you told me last time. I'll put an address here. You can send them there. All right, let's hear how this sounds again. I'm gonna try to see. Yeah, that's loud. That is loud. So I didn't even go to 60. I didn't need to go to 60. It didn't even clip at that point, but yeah, that was loud enough. Yeah, that was loud enough. Quality, I can't judge because I don't know this music, but it sounded clear enough to me. Dang, this thing is pretty awesome. This thing is pretty cool. Oh, that sounded clean. I do know one song from NCS because it's a song that I'm using to do comparisons of the speakers. So also on my Patreon, what I do is I record the speakers so you can listen to them back to back and kind of just gauge the overall tonality and the frequency response. I know that it's not perfect because it depends on the mic, the headphones or speakers you're playing out of. But let's say if you're playing out of some pretty decent headphones, at least you'll be able to tell whether one pair of speakers can hit some notes that the others can't, things like that. You'll kind of gauge overall tonality. You can gauge overall tonality, but you're not going to be able to tell stereo separation, anything like that. But yeah, that's what I do on my Patreon. So that's going to be new. I'm actually waiting for some new microphones to come in. So hopefully that'll make it a little bit more accurate for you guys. Let me try another song. Let's try. Videos. So funky. All right, here we go. She'll feel fucking at me. 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 Man, that's good. This is good. This thing is putting out 50 watts for sure. I mean, the only thing I have to compare it to is that Denon S720. Let me see what the specs are on that, because I believe it's playing louder than that Denon AVR back there. So what's your shop for? What stuff do you do here? I have a vape shop here. So the goal was to try to help people move away from smoking. For me, I'm more like a tech guy, right? So I don't even really vape. But yeah, I saw that it helped my cousin, so I thought it was interesting. Let's see. Denon S720 specs. So that Denon says that it can do Let's see. Let's see. The Denon says it is rate specs. You know what I should do? I wonder if I can add like the screen here. Add browser source. Window capture. This is called yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to do this on the fly here. All right, there we go. So now you can at least see what I'm trying to do back here. Specifications. So it says at 8 ohms, it's 75 watts per channel. At 6 ohms, it is 110 watts. Now these speakers are rated at 4 ohms, which means that it theoretically should be higher than 110 watts. And I can just say that this is probably playing those speakers louder than the Denon. So I'm impressed with this thing. Pretty good. Vaping speakers. Monster Cat is a good source for high quality music. UB5s are 6 ohm. Are they? Fact checking. ELAC UB5 ohms. Now, a lot of people who don't know, it's not constant, right? So when you say that something's 4 or 6 ohms, it doesn't mean that it's always there. It just means it can dip down to 4 ohms depending on the frequency response. Well, let's see what Unify says. Now, when I talked to Andrew Jones the other day, he said that they are very, when it comes to their specs, they want to be as accurate as possible. What does it say right here? 4 ohm minimum, 3.4 or 4 ohms and minimum 3.4 ohms. So it gets down there. Brian. Yeah, I always thought they were 6 ohms for some reason. I don't know. Did they change this? I thought they were 6 ohms too. Weird. All right. Well, 4 ohms. There you have it. There you have it. What else should I check out on this thing? So that is the DAC, which sounds pretty clean to me. From my understanding, the DAC on the MacBook Pro isn't too bad. Yours are 6 ohm. Where does it say on the back, Brian? It says on the back of your ELAC 6 ohms. Let me see what mine say. It doesn't say anything. Nope. Mine don't say anything. Mine are 6 ohm. Okay. I believe you, Brian. You haven't been wrong so far, so no reason to doubt you. What else should I check out on here? Sub? How could I do a sub out right now? I don't know. Let's look through the menu on here. Brian, do you also have maybe some Pioneer BS22s? Maybe you're thinking of those. All right, so USB speakers, headphones. Oh, cool, headphone output. This thing is the coolest. So EQ off, bass, treble. Oh, cool. So the color of the letters here, yellow, purple. Let's go with red. Level dimmer. Cool. So you can dim this down. Speakers, EQ off, bass, treble, red. I'm gonna put it back to white because this is not mine, but I do want one of these now. USB. Okay, so this is different sources. Okay, so 1 of 7. USB, optical. Okay, cool. So USB, optical 1, optical 2, coax, Bluetooth, auxiliary. Cool. Speakers. What else can you do? EQ off. SDB, S bass, hard rock, L rock, jazz, country, rap. What is SDB? Bino, what's going on? You said you have the AD18 pushing the UB5s for a month now, and it's a good combo for the price. Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is the first time I've heard them, and I'm surprised how loud they actually play. Hey, Gaming Tech, see you. Take care. UB5 for a month now. It's a good combo. Yes. Let me take this off the screen. We don't need this anymore. Yes. All right. What else? I'm curious to see how the sub out works on this. Very curious. And I'm curious what SDB stands for now. SDB. Any guesses? SDB. Vino, you have one of these. What is SDB? All right, so it says there's also the SDB mode, out of which to what most, I'm just reading a review here. Most can tell it's an adaptive EQ, works well, though it's hard to A/B test it. SDB. Okay. Okay. Let us test this SDB mode. EQ off, SDB. Let's go. All right, SDB. I don't use SDB. All right. Back to YouTube. NTS Funky. Okay. That clips sooner than usual. I'm going to turn SDB off. I don't know what it is. All right. Yeah, I think I have to review these things. I definitely have to do a full review on this one. Cleaner source audio would make the amp sound better. Correct. All right. Well, hey, I think I'm going to go now. Thanks for spending some time with me. I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Bye-bye.